Do you guys like milk? I really like milk for some reason. So, let's see here. I'm just doing, oops, that's not gonna work. I wonder if that would allow me to do two angles. I got my other phone here so I can read the comments. Hey guys, hey Ziuda and Sherry and Shade and Janine. Okay, how did I do this last time? Let's see here. I don't remember how I did this last time. Hey guys, Josh and Bones. His name is Vincent. I didn't name him. That was what the previous owner named him. And I thought, that's a good name. Salt and Pepper, hi. Wisteria, Tina, Shade again, Salt and Pepper. Christina Bradburn, oh, you're saying sorry, Vincent. Chandra, Odelia, Tamara, J. Joe. Oh, I recognize that name, I think. Okay. I don't know how I did this. Maybe if I go to here. Ah, found it. Okay, now I turn this down so that there isn't lag, and turn off the volume here. Perfect. All right. How you guys doing? I got a couple things today to talk about. So I'm actually talking about stuff in real life. And then we can do a Q&A after. How about that? So, first I want to say that you guys are awesome. I have a list here, so I'm just going to read. I'm going to follow the list here. My hair grows fast. Word, it does, and it's super thick. I was thinking about getting a haircut, but haircuts cost money, and I'm trying to save money right now. Let's see here. Well, before I get to the list, I just want to say you guys are awesome. Like, all 17,000 and however many there are of you. There's like 17,200, I think, right now. You guys are all wicked. Thank you so much. Oh, my brother Casper is on. That's not his real name. That's his riding name. My brother Will. I just saw Casper and then I was just like, oh, word. Hey, man. Anyways, you guys are awesome. Oh, please put the mic closer. There is no mic. It's just my phone. There's a mic on this side of the phone and on that side. There's actually four, I believe. I don't know how to make it louder. I'm as loud as I can be. Maybe if I turn up my own volume. That probably does not help. But hey, 0M, how you doing? Glad you're back. I've missed you the last couple times. Man, now that I've messed with my hair, I look like a dork. Let's go. I got a question. Have you ever kissed a man? Never. So, 0M, for anyone who doesn't know, is a troll. But he's the only one that I like because he's actually funny. And I mean, the goal of being a troll, I think, is so you don't know that he's a troll, that you're a troll, right? If you troll someone, you don't want them to know. Usually, people go a little strong. 0M is like he's almost never rude. He's just like a legit dude. I don't know, or girl. I'm not sure. He's a nice troll. So, anyways, see, he just said I look like a young James Dean. Word, that guy is handsome as hell. So, I can roll with that. Okay. Let's go. I don't know. I'm still waiting to get my handbook in the mail. I'm making him famous, dude. The 0M guy though, he's a good dude. I mean, I don't know in real life. He might be a total prick, but online he's not. I don't know. Okay, so here's my list. So the title of this video says Teespring. I can't remember what I titled it. Teespring and question A. Sayuda said that they're my number one fan. That's cool. So we're gonna do Teespring. Do you hear that? Sorry, I'm getting distracted here. Yo, there's a list of names on this desk. So I got this desk from a guy named Michael. I know I'm getting sidetracked right now, but uh, this desk is dope. It's gonna be part of my little set. I might do a build video on that. Anyways, Teespring. I'm gonna do Teespring. Uh, got my shirt. Love the mug too. Awesome. I have a few things that are going to be released in time. In fact, I got ahead of the I jumped the gun a little bit, let's call it, on one of the products, and I deleted it. So hopefully you guys can't see it, but you can't exactly delete it, and it keeps saying that it's been viewed a few times. But I think I'm the one who's been viewing it. I'm not sure. Trying to figure out how to delete it. Apparently you can't delete it. So, but anyways, I have 5 products on there. No, I have a bunch of products on there. They're mostly clothes, and then I have a mug. Uh, that's what we're doing on there now. And the reason why I'm doing Teespring rather than what I wanted to do, which was just have the merch, hey chocolate mint, have the merch here, and then I send it out so I could personalize the packaging and stuff. It's kind of hard to personalize packaging, but you know what I'm saying, right? I wanted I wanted to do that because I thought it'd be more special, but the overhead is incredible for me right now. I can't really do that right now. So I figured I would do Teespring for like the everyday merch, like the shirts with the regular logo, right? With this logo, right? The hats I'm gonna sell myself. The hats overhead is something I can handle for the most part. They're only like $1,100 or something like that per order, whereas the shirts would be like $10,000 or something like that to get all the different sizes and all this stuff. And I can't swing that because I don't. Right now I don't even have $1,000. So uh, the girls' hats or the more baseball cap ones, those ones are gonna have to wait for a bit until I get um, a little more cash. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not asking for money here. Uh, I just overspent by accident because I'm trying to get this freaking bathroom done, and I had thought that some other money was coming in, and it didn't, which is no one's fault. It's just that's just happens sometimes. So I can't do anything right now, which is kind of good because it gives me time to start working on some other stuff. Um, what was I saying? Man, my memory or my thought process, my I don't know what it is. uh, that's a good idea. Audrey, Audrey Jennings. Oh, that's a little big. Um, what was I saying? Gosh darn it! I'm terrible with my ADD. Um, the hats, the other hats. So this hat is obviously available. It should be coming in hopefully this week. I emailed them. They said it would be 3 to 4 weeks to get it in, and they said since there was so much issue with it that he would try to get them to do it as quickly as possible. But the secondary company may not care. So, that is what it is. How do you find me on Teespring? On Teespring, if you go to the Facebook page, there's a link, or in the story or post that I put on this Instagram, there is one. Um, uh, what am I saying here? Man, I can't read the comments right now. Just gonna block those comments. Can't see them right now. What I'm hoping to do is have the Teespring be like the main place where you go, except for I'm still gonna have like the posters. Like I have these 3 posters that I'm gonna release here soon, along with some sticker packs and the hats, um, certain other bits of merch that I come up with, stuff like that. I'm gonna keep it here so I can personalize the packaging. So special edition shirts, like say I have like I don't know 100 shirts, 100 that might be a lot. let's say I have 50 shirts, right? With a special logo. Say it's a Christmas edition or whatever, just for argument's sake. And then I have, uh, I don't know, say I get, if you guys help me get a million, let's say I get a million subscribers, then I get a million subscribers shirt. That's, special edition. That kind of stuff I would sell myself. So I would design and order the shirts to have here, and then I would send those off to you guys if they're ordered, if and when they're ordered. And then the Teespring would still have all the other regular stuff. So the stuff that's on there, I'm gonna always have on there, I think, probably. And then I have a few more designs that I'm gonna release here in, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks. I just don't want to flood it in there, and I also don't want to make it seem like I'm like getting ahead of myself and like it's all gone to my head. I'm super grateful for all you guys. I think you guys are really cool. So please don't think that I'm trying to take advantage of your kindness with that sort of stuff. Um, what was the next thing? I have a list here. Oh yeah, with the Teespring, another advantage of the Teespring is they have much selection, right? All the colors. So if you look there, I found all the different logos, which are basically the same logo. They're just different colors. I found the colors that suited them best and picked those. So if you're looking for like the white logo with a orange shirt, I thought that looked dumb, so I didn't get the orange shirt. You know what I mean? Some of the hoodies and stuff, they didn't come in certain colors, so sometimes the shirt with the same logo has all these colors, and then the hoodies didn't come in that color, and then the long sleeve shirts didn't come in that color. So that's not on me. That's just on the company, and it's just the brand of clothing that they use. Uh, I think that I think that in the future, if I'm able to handle all this overhead on my own, I will just have like a warehouse with all my merch. I just think it's so rad that you guys are willing to pay for something that I design or make and something or something like that. Where I always like if you've ordered something from me, you know that you get a free sticker, usually, unless I forget to put it in, which I don't usually. Or sometimes I put a hand drawn sketch in there or something like that. If you order something from me, you usually get something extra, especially if you're spending like $2,000 or $3,000. Um, I super appreciate that kind of stuff. Like, I know that I can't afford to pay for a $3,000 painting, so I wanna treat you guys the way that I would be like stoked if I bought something that was 3 grand, which I've never have. But let's say I did. Let's say this: the most expensive thing I've ever bought was that bear picture that I have above my bed that you guys may have seen on Instagram and on past videos. My last vlog, I believe, had it. I paid $1,000 for that as a gift from my wife, and the guy who did it, he actually gave it to me for a discount because he appreciated me supporting him. Uh, he sells that picture a lot, so it's not like I did anything special. But like we've been wanting to buy that picture for uh, 2 years, maybe not quite 2 years, and we told him that we were gonna buy it, and then I eventually just did buy it as a gift for my wife as a anniversary gift, I think. I don't know. It was definitely a surprise to her, so I think it was an anniversary. I can't remember exactly. Um, Something like that. Uh, all this to say is that if you buy something from me, I usually put something extra in it, unless it's a print. Usually, if it's a print, I don't because the prints are cheap and I can't really afford to keep giving stuff away. Uh, some people just assume that if you sell a painting for $3,000 that you have a lot of money, which I do not. I have no money actually. Um, all that money is my regular living. I don't sell a $3,000 painting every day. I sell one or two a month at the good times, and then sometimes I don't sell anything for several months, and then I just have to make that work. So my wife is awesome, so she will take that sum of money and then make whatever, right? It's kind of tacky to talk about money, but I just want you guys to understand that I totally appreciate you guys, and I'm not in any way trying to take advantage of your guys' kindness. Um, Damn though, a good month though. Yeah, no word. It is a good. Some months, like the most I've ever made is $10,000 in 1 month, but that was only one time, and I was working my ass off. I was doing art and like all sorts of different. Oh, I see, April. Thank you so much, April. You're an excellent artist. I love it that you reuse stuff and you're out of the box thinker. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, April. Um, you made me forget what I was thinking. Oh, God. Uh, oh, yeah. I was working probably about 100 and some hours. No, let's be more. Let's see. I would work from about 8 a.m. till uh, maybe about midnight or so. That's of course taking breaks and stuff. And I would do that. I tried to do it so that, like, this is my dream, right? Being this. Oh, I got another one. Gabby, you're amazing. I think you're always super chatting. You're so awesome. Thank you so much. Uh, sorry, if I'm missing the super chat, it's because I'm trying to ignore these comments, but I can see them down here on my phone. They like pop up and they stay there. I have this other one right here. Um, but I was working mad hours trying to work 1 week a month. Uh, so if I would make at my regular job contracting, I would try to be like, bam, I'm gonna work mad hours, try to complete 2 contracts in 1 week, and then the rest of the month, if I could afford it, work on the art because I wanted the art to be what sustains me and my wife. Now my wife still has a job, um, but we want her to not have that job so that she can eventually work with me so that we can grow this brand, right? And we're never going to be like that pretentious people who are like, oh, we're so good, we work for ourselves. That is one of the most annoying thing when someone comes up to you and tells you how cool they are because they work for themselves and that they're so rich. I think that is disgusting how people are snobby like that. Some people are do that and they're awesome. So they're just explaining to you what they do and they're humble. I'm not talking about those types of people. I like when someone can be proud of who they are because they've earned it. I Too many people I think are into the business of trying to impress someone rather than live their lives to the fullest. And I think that's a sad thing. Uh, Fran says they work for themselves, they're so poor. Word. There there is definitely good months and bad months for me. And luckily, and in part thanks to you guys, part of that good reaches into the bad months where I'm like, okay, that's fine. This gives me an excuse. I can do this. We can cut down these trees in the yard, so we can cut all those trees down. I don't have to work. Uh, I don't have any work, I should say. So let's do as much work here as we can, because then when work picks up again, right? So like I'm not taking contracts right now, like for the construction business, but I'm taking commissions, right? So I'm gaining all these commissions, and then I'm like, all right, if you're on the list, by the way, thank you so much. So I take the commissions and I make a list, right? And I'm like, okay, and I'm always searching because if you're, I'm talking about in particular sculptures right now. If you're waiting for a sculpture, I'm like, all right, work. I'm gonna do this sculpture of a, like for example, right now there's a ladybug, there's a scorpion, there's 3 roosters or 4 roosters. I can't remember exactly, and some other stuff. A cat is a maybe, uh, and a couple other things. Some hearts. Um, So I have those, and then I'm constantly like if I'm going to the dump or if I'm just driving on the road. Like the other day, I see this piece of steel on the road, and I think it's a pin. I'm not sure. I'm gonna see if I can get it tomorrow, because sometimes I just make a mental note. I'm like, it's there. So I gather all these materials, put them in the chum box. I call it. I always call it chum hardware because it's just random hardware that all goes in one box. And then I'm like, okay, Now that I'm not making money on this certain thing, let's work on these commissions, right? So I always try, if I forget to tell you, forgive me, but I always try to say, yo, I got this list. I need these amount of materials. And I try to tell you guys that so that you're not like, what's taking so long for this thing to come in? Oh, yeah, one of the other commissions with a little dragon and then three skeleton hands to hold some wine bottles, which is pretty cool. And a jewelry box. Some of these questions are really good questions. I'm sorry that I'm ignoring you. I just don't want to lose my train of thought. Please ask them again when I get to the Q&A section, and I'll try to answer as many as I can. See, now I forget what I was saying. I'm terrible at this. Josh, your brother Will is being very supportive on the chats. Yeah, he's a good dude. I see him saying that. No, me and Will and Dakota are gonna do a live video at some point, but it's not gonna be what we promised. Well, we didn't exactly promise. We all had to agree on that one thing that we're gonna do. Dakota doesn't want to do it, so we're not gonna do that. So we'll do something else. Anyways, Will, you should just text me or something. If you're not getting my calls, then maybe you just try calling me later, something, or tomorrow. But anyways, Jesus, I am so bad at this. I need to have like an assistant sitting right here who just hands me a piece of paper. You were talking about this. Uh, oh yeah, I think this is what I was talking about. So if it's taking a while to get to your commission, it's not because I forgot about you. It's just because you don't just go to the store and buy this stuff. At least I don't, unless I absolutely cannot find it. I try to find it different ways. I go picking, which people think it's hilarious that I'll go picking and I'll pass by all this valuable stuff because I'm only looking for free stuff or very, very, very cheap stuff if it's a really cool shape. So, you kind of think about it as a shape, right? So if it's nuts and bolts, those are all good shapes. If they're, say, a sewing machine, that's an interesting shape. Actually, someone told me that I should make a tractor out of them. If you watched my last vlog, that's a good idea. I'll find these shapes and these pieces of whatever material, put those in the chum bin, and then once I figure I have enough for a sculpture, I will go to make that. And that's talking about the metal sculptures. Excuse me, the welding sculptures. Did you just hear me burp? That was a good one. At least in my chest, it was good. I'm pretty sure I butchered what I was trying to say originally, but let's leave that there. Okay, so here I already mentioned that I'm going to do the special edition merch. I'm going to have the sticker packs. So the sticker packs, I'm thinking about having the sticker packs be like my original Ushitat sticker. That's if the girl who does my stickers still has that file. I hope she does, but she might not because she moved. She moved her business from the one building to I don't know where now. But yo, if you guys are in Red Deer, check out Burgundy's Stage, Food and Stage, I think it's called. She owns that restaurant with two other folks. And I think she's a rad chick, so that would be cool. If you guys went and checked out her restaurant, tell her that I sent you, that would be wicked. So the stickers would have that sticker. It would have my new Ushitat stickers, which are just the logo, just like that, in the different colors. I have some ideas that I don't really want to say just yet. One of them is the I love Ushitat, like the I heart Ushitat, which I think his name was. Oh, I don't want to say because I almost said the wrong name. But someone said that they would really like to see my heart thing. So the heart, just so you guys know, has significant meaning to me. Not only is it just heart, like I have a heart condition. I First of all, I like the shape. It's freaking cool. I have a heart condition. My older brother has had two heart transplants. He's fine now. He's good to go for a long time, and I'm not gonna get into all of it. It just is significant meaning to me, so you'll see it here and there in my artwork. Um, so yeah, so it says I heart and then Ushitat hand drawn, That's on the mug currently available on Teespring. Uh, Once Teespring does the thing for the, I think they call it a dashboard, I think for YouTube, then you'll be able to see all that stuff. I just started it today or yesterday, and then just shared it today. Um, that took a lot of contemplating, by the way, to do Teespring because I really wanted to do it all me, like all me. Like I have it, I package it, I send it out. But you may know or may have noticed I am very busy, and I know that is a very annoying sentence when people say, "Oh, I'm so busy." They use it as like a badge of entitlement, and I hate that. But I legit am super busy. Almost every single minute of my day is taken up with doing some sort of something. Except for today, we actually took the day off. Me and Ashley, we just hung out. We were gonna grout the bathroom. I was gonna start the new vlog and stuff. We've been putting that off because it hasn't rained. So Hank's planks, they're sitting right there. If those dry out enough, I'm gonna start those not tomorrow, but Tuesday. Is today Sunday? Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna start those on Tuesday. Let's just pray to the heavens that it's not gonna rain here. Uh, they should be dry enough. The top pieces should be dry enough that I can make at least 10 or 15 or something like that. So that would be nice. Add the link to the description section of your videos. I will. I will add the link to this one and to future ones as well. Same with the PO box and stuff. So yeah, I may as well talk about the PO box. So a lot of you know that the PO box thing was something I didn't want to do because I feel weird taking stuff from you guys. But it was explained to me by a few people in real life and online that refusing it kind of sends the wrong message, and that's not what I meant. Where I'm just refusing everything because of whatever reason. It just kind of makes some people feel kind of bummed, and that's totally not the goal. I needed a PO box anyways, and I figured since I will need one, I may as well just share it because I don't want anyone to think that I don't appreciate them. I know that when I give someone a gift, or like say when when you give someone money, right? There's a difference between lending money and giving it as a gift, right? When you give it as a gift, you're like, here, this is yours, and then they refuse it. You kind of feel like, damn, dude, I'm trying to give this to you, right? Or anything like we gave. This is not to make me sound like I'm blowing my own horn here, but well, let's say Ashley gave her friend her old car because she was needing a car, and this girl would not accept it, and it was kind of like, damn girl, just take the car. We don't need it. Um, it was an old car, and I saw it at the junkyard years later. It was an old Toyota Corolla, and when she called it Judy. Anyways, this car, I see it at the dump, not the dump, but at the pick and pull, and I was like, yo, this is Judy. It had like the same little bits of rust on the back wheel wells, and I was like, yo, I gotta get this car. Guess how much it was? It was $1,900, and it was I think a '91 Toyota Corolla. I was like, uh, I was like, this is probably right, maybe $500 or something like that. $1,900 they were selling it for a '91 Corolla that had some rust on it. Other than that, it was fine. But man, Toyotas keep their value. I mean, that's not a whole bunch of value, but like $1,900 for a 1991 car that is not desirable for any reason other than that it's reliable. Like it's not like a old sports car or anything. Yeah. So the PO box is available. I list that in the videos now. I'm not exactly advertising it out because that's weird because then it feels like I'm asking for something that I didn't earn. But if you're down to send me something, I will humbly accept it. And I think you guys are the bee's knees. That's really cool. I guess I can understand that because I've wanted to send people stuff in the past before too. So Yeah, and it's kind of exciting when you like if you do an unboxing video, right? And then you can be like, "Oh, I wonder if he's gonna open my gift or whatever." The only thing I'm worried about is someone sending me like weird stuff, you know? Yeah. Some of the messages I get, little little uncomfortable. So I hope you guys don't send me anything whack. uh, okay, so I mentioned the Hanks planks here. So the Hanks planks, hopefully, it hasn't rained in 2 days. Um, the wood is sitting right there. Some people were asking, yo, why, why don't you just put it in the garage? Because my garage is full, dog. I need to like take this and put it under a tent. That's what I need to do, but I don't have a tent. I just need the rain to stay off it, but I can't cover it up now because it's already soaking wet, and then that'll just cause new problems. Um, um, I just read a comment there which made me lose my train of thought. Listen for ticking. Uh, yeah. So if it doesn't rain for about at least another day, because it's still damp. The reason why I don't want to cut it up right now is because it's just gonna waste a whole bunch of saw blades, and I don't exactly buy $10 saw blades. They're like $110. So to waste a whole $110 saw blade on just making like 7 cuts is not really attractive to me. I can't really afford to do that. Uh, yeah. Yeah, when I want it to rain, I put something outside. I don't want to get wet. Says John. John, is that supposed to be John, but you put an M, or is your name actually John? I see people are laughing at 0M, but I don't know what he said. See, you guys have a good time with 0M. That's why we don't block them. Uh, um, I used to not know how to block people, and I always figured that I never would block anyone because it doesn't actually bother me. You can't really bother me because you can't hurt my feelings. Um, so I never thought it was a big deal. But some of you guys are like, "Yo, this guy is too much. Can you delete him?" And then I felt bad because I could never do that. But this 0M dude, excuse me, is pretty cool. Uh, you guys should take a meeting with a talent agency. I think they could help you make more money than you can even imagine. Is that what you guys were laughing at? Maybe. I used to have an agent for a while. Uh, I do not recommend taking an agent because you're excited to have an agent. You should really, I guess, research who you're deciding to use. Because who I used, I was like, yo, this guy is rich. He's obviously doing something right. No, I mean, he was rich, but that was a mistake. Uh, uh, what kind of messages do you get that are awkward? I'd rather not say. It's weird. Um, maybe if I met you in person, I could show you them. Uh, let's go on with the list here. I want to get through the list and have a Q&A right after, I think. Okay, so another thing on the list here is just joshing with Dakota. So that show, we'll call it, is going to be, we've talked about it, me and Dakota. We talked about it, so we're gonna have a separate channel for that. Hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about. But we did a live a couple days ago, or maybe last week or something, where it was me and him sitting here actually. Holy Cat's Creations. Wow. And she bought a shirt today, I think. She just sent me 50 bucks. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Uh, she sent me 50 bucks before. That's incredible. What was I saying? Oh, just joshing with Dakota. So this was a show, I guess you could call it, idea that we had, where it's just me and my little brother, kind of just shooting the shit, right? We're just talking to each other about whatever. And we've always wanted to do a podcast. I shouldn't say we've always wanted to. We've wanted to for a while where it would just be me and him telling, like, we'd structure it around a story that is from our childhood. Because, like, we've had this thing where it's like story time or whatever, where people are just telling stories like, "Oh yeah, you'll never believe what happened," blah blah blah, and then me and my brother will be like, "Yo, when we were little, man, we were walking around this thing, we stepped on a bee's nest, and we got stung by at least, we got stung by at least 100 bees each. I had over 100 bee stings on me, and so did he. We just couldn't count them all because there were so many. But anyways, so that's an example of a story when someone says, "Oh yeah, yeah, I got that, whatever." And one time I got cellulitis from a bee sting or wasp. They were wasps from a wasp sting, And then you take that story, and I think that we're pretty decent at telling stories where it makes people go like, "Yo, so this story is about whatever," right? But the way you tell it, I think, just makes it a little more interesting. Uh, and I think I can't donate. I feed feral cats. uh, you won't get arthritis if you get stung, I heard. Yeah, people get stung on purpose for that very reason. Uh, anyways, we're going to do this. I think we're going to do it live, and we're hoping to do it with a little more production than this. Not exactly production, but like just nice lights and stuff so it doesn't look like we're sitting in a dark room. And then we'll have a mic so that you can hear us better. Right now, I'm just using my phone, so we'd use his camera, maybe have a couple camera angles, and then if the, I don't know if it'll be live every single time or if we'll do a show that's edited so that there's not dead space in it, and then maybe every once a month or something we do it live or something like that. We've just been thinking about it. 0M. You can't find the thumbs up button. Well, I don't know where it is. I'm looking here. I don't see it either. um, okay, what else is on the list here? Uh, oh yeah, I just wanted to say with the Teespring, there's no overhead, which helps me a lot. That's one thing that I put on here. Oh, did I mention Ashley's hat? So Ashley designed a hat, actually two hats that are both the same. It's like a girl version or like a ponytail version and a regular version, uh, which we can't release yet because those are the thing. That's one of the things that we're going to release on us. We want the quality for a hat to be like top notch, and going through Teespring and stuff, we'd have to get a sample first and figure it out, see if it's good and blah blah blah. And if we don't like it, then that kind of sucks. But if we have what would you say, physical contact with the product before we actually buy it, and we just choose and pick it, and we go like, yeah, this is the one. This one's got good quality. This is awesome. Then that's what we're going to use. You know what I mean? So hats are always going to be sold from us. We can't do it right now, but hopefully soon. So all the people who are waiting for that the girl hat or like the baseball cap rather than this hat, um, that's what's taking so long. Well, I didn't really explain what's taking so long. I can't afford to get that hat right now. This hat is on its way. I don't understand what's taking so long, but I do have it. So I have a lot of your guys' pre-orders. I would hate to have to email you all back and be like, yo, something happened. Here's your money back, because that's just a waste of your time, right? Uh, yeah. So hopefully that doesn't happen. I'm hoping it doesn't happen. It probably won't happen. Uh, I don't know. Maybe if that does happen, maybe they'll give me another 50 hats for free. That would be sick. Um, that is all on my list. My list is done. I do have some other things that are on the go, on the back. Let's say in the middle burner. You know that burner in your stove that's in the middle, that's the warmer? I have some stuff on the warming burner right now that is going to come out very soon, and they're posters, and there's three of them, and they're all dope. I actually have them right there. Three of them hung up right there. But those are going to be released hopefully next week. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, that's 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 the housekeeping. Now, if you would like, we can do some Q&A. What? Because he wanted to die? Okay, I obviously missed something here. You miss Old Man Bob? I hated that guy. Have I already selected a design from Teespring? Uh, I'm not sure what you're meaning by that. Are you saying like, did I design some stuff on Teespring? I did do that. What is Hank's Planks supposed to be? Okay, so Hank's Planks is something that I can't remember who it was, but I had them message me. But Hank's Planks is I guess a offshoot of what I wanted to do with my old deck. So my new deck is going to cost like $8,000, which I can't afford. So I figured, yo, if I made some demotivational signs out of the old deck and sold those to raise funds for the new deck, that would be pretty cool. So if I have all this wood that I'm going to use for something, I may as well use it for that. And it would be demotivational signs such as like, it gets worse, uh, nobody cares, say some stuff like that. They're just joke signs, right? Someone said, I want a piece of wood with Hank's paws in it. And if you don't know who Hank is my dog. So Hank's paw print would be on a piece of wood, and then someone named them Hank's planks. I'm not sure if it was the same person or not. Excuse me. Um, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna really put too much effort into these signs and stuff. So some of these more creative ideas, I'm open to because that's hilarious. And if it's something that enough people wanted, I was like, yo, let's do it. And enough people wanted it. So Hank's Planks is that. And the signs are only $10 because they're nothing. They're nothingness plus shipping, whatever shipping is. Yeah. Damn, 50. Give that person a shirt. Word. She actually bought a shirt. Isn't that crazy? Um, I don't know how much a shirt even costs. I'm trying to think. uh, Josh, you were just going through the growing pains of starting new business. Sourcing products is time consuming. Once you figure out the sourcing, it will start to flow smoother. Oh, word, yeah. I actually have, I actually bought, I don't know, I got a whole bunch of shirts that I was going to do for my other clothing brand, I guess you'd call it. I've always wanted to have a clothing brand. And so I actually have a whole bunch of shirts for that brand. I just haven't gotten around to doing it, and I'm gonna screen print it myself. So that'll probably be a video, maybe a build video where I just screen print something. And it's not gonna be an Ushitat shirt or a My Hands Gallery shirt. It's just gonna be a shirt. I already have like a name and everything for it. It'll just be something that I do on the side, but somehow incorporated it. And then I have a couple of retail spaces that are willing to sell them. So that's cool. And since I already paid for everything, probably 2 years ago, we're all good to go. Okay, I'm gonna get to some of these questions here. Oh, now they're going super fast. Can the mug logo be put on a shirt? Um, Probably. I just didn't want it on a shirt. The reason why I have the mug logo is because I didn't want the I didn't want the mug logo to be the same as the shirts because it looks cool on a shirt, but it kind of looks corporate on a mug, and I didn't want it to look like it's a DeWalt mug or something stupid like that, right? I didn't want it to look like corny promotional material. So I made up that new I Heart Ushitat because it looks more interesting and it's hand drawn. Actually, I have it right here. So I just drew this on a piece of copy paper with a pen. This is my first draft, and I was like, good enough. Looks dope. And I just had that in my sketchbook, so it didn't get wrecked. And then I dropped all this stuff. Someone asked earlier, how do you get one of my scribbles? So if you like my scribbles, I'm not a very good drawer. So when I do the drawings, I just scribble them so that they look more interesting, even though they don't look that. I think they look good. I think they look cool, but they're not. They're not. They're not polished. Let's say. So I do that. If you like them, I do sell them. You can just go to the orderfromjosh@gmail.com. If there's enough interest in one, then I will make prints of them, and then those become my $5 doodles, and they're the prints. The originals, I sell the originals for $100 Canadian, and then the doodles are the doodle prints or whatever. They're $5, and then they're on a regular size sheet of paper, but a nicer piece of paper usually. So, yeah. Chelsea, what did Chelsea? Are you doing the video with your brothers on your family history? You boys are creative and fascinating. Well, thank you, Chelsea. No, we're not going to do that anymore because Chakota didn't want to do that, and the deal was, if every one of us wanted to do it, then we would do it. Me and Will are willing to do it, but Chakota doesn't want to do it, so we're not going to do it. It's just a respect thing with each other. So, it's just, it's personal to us, and I'm not too worried about it so much, but Chakota doesn't want to do it, and so we're not going to do it. That's just basically the end of that. Where do I find the mugs? So on the Teespring. The Teespring is linked in, what do you call it? The posts that you can put on YouTube and also on the Facebook page at Ushitat, Usihtat. Someone asked what Ushitat means. It means maker in Cree. I'm not sure what dialect of Cree or what region of Cree. I'm Plains Cree from Musquechies, from Ermineskin, but I don't speak it or anything. So I actually asked an elder. No, I didn't ask an elder. Who did I ask? I asked it on a Facebook page of people who can speak Cree. Cree is almost a lost language, kind of, sort of, not really, but sort of, And so it took forever. But anyways, Ushitat is a part of a word that means someone who makes. So I just picked the easiest part of the word. I asked if that would still mean maker. They said yes. It means maker or creator, actually. Someone who creates, someone who makes. But that little section of the word is actually like 10 million letters long, or it's like a sentence. But having that, Will gave his full legal name a few nights ago. Me and Will have different legal names. We have different last names. Anyways, and Dakota, us three brothers have different last names. We all come from the same place. Will is a half brother. He has a different dad, but me and Dakota are full brothers, but we all have different last names. But anyways, what was I saying before? Oh gosh darn it. Oh man, it's horrible. I forget what I was saying. Dang it. Can anyone remind me of what I was just talking about? Alright, see ya, Jamie. Thanks for being here. Oh yeah, the Teespring. Right? Was I talking about the Teespring link? Oh, my name. Oh, Ushtat. Yeah, so it's a long name. I picked the part that I thought would be easiest to say for most people, even though it's still hard to say. But Ushitat, it's like when you read it, it's not very, what would you call it? It's not really phonetically spelled out. So, yeah, so Ushitat is part of a long word, actually several words, I believe. I think it's 3 words, whatever, and it's a whole bunch of K's and W's. Cree has a lot of K's and W's in it. Yeah. So that's that. Any other questions? What did you start making first? Drawing, painting, or sculptures? Probably when I was little, I drew a lot. We'll say. then I hmm, then I randomly started painting, and then I started making stuff. But I've always kind of done all three. No, I actually only started painting 6 years ago. Wait, in 2012. So how many? 7 years ago. Yeah, 7 years ago. And I started seriously building, I don't know, in 2016, I think. But I've always made stuff. Like I remember being like 8 or 9, something like that, and I carved out this knife out of a piece of tree root. I made it look like a hunting knife that was, I guess, a letter opener. Right? I tried to make it look like a hunting knife. I remember I spent hours on it. Sold it for $2 to one of the neighbors, and I was so stoked. Ooh, an artist. Right on. Hitting the sub right now. Really? Dave Krochensky? I feel like a lot of people do that and then they leave. I used to have like 17,600. Now I'm down to 200. But that's okay. I appreciate all of you. It just gets exciting when you see it grow up, and I'm like, all right, what could be my next video? Oh, maybe if I built this or made that. I just wish I could do more build videos, but I don't really have a workshop right now because my freaking, oh, here's something I can ask you, and I think I owe it to ask you guys. But my freaking shop, it's on hold because I need a bobcat and I don't have one, and I don't know anyone who has one, and I can't afford to hire someone to do it. Um, but okay, with regards to Hank's planks and the demotivational signs, I said it's going to be for the deck. But for those of you who, hopefully some of you are here, for those of you who are here for when that became a thing, would you mind uh, been producing music vids on YouTube since 2007. Dead subs are so common. Word. Dave Krochensky. If I see you, I don't know how I'd see it. If I see you in the comments, I'll try to remember to sub back to you if you're if hopefully I like your content. I don't want to promise anything, but I mean I don't expect anyone to stay here if they don't like it. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Hank's planks. Would you mind if I use? Because I said I was going to use that money to build the new deck because the new deck is about $8,000, something like that. But I need to get this shop up before winter. I need to have heat. I need to re-drywall it. I have to fix the bottom plates and stuff. All the labor I can do myself, for the most part, except for putting in the furnace. I'm not a gas fitter, and I don't want to blow myself up. I'm sure it's not that super complicated, but still. Um, would you mind if I use the money from the Hank's planks and demotivational signs for the shop build, which is what I just mentioned, plus the lean-to off the back of it, and all that jazz? Would that be cool? Do what you want with your money. Well, the thing is that I promised that it would be for the deck. Uh, it's funny because Josh is worried about 8,000 when soon enough in a few years 8K will be pocket money. It, I will always value because I grew up pretty poor, so money has never meant a bunch to me to like in a pretentious way. It's always just been a means to something. So I guess you're right in a certain way if that does become a thing, but I will never take advantage of my position. You know what I'm saying? What the heck? Enough already says, I love that you and your brothers are all very supportive of each other. It's heartwarming. Tote type bag shopper type what? Tote type bag shopper type bags. I know I'm annoying about these, but it's the best way I can support your brand. I would love some. Well, you just sent me 25 bucks, so that's that's amazing. Thank you so much. That's enough. I did see the totes on Teespring, and I actually did think about you specifically, and I am gonna come up with a design uh, that somehow honors you, at least your handle. Enough already. Actually, let me write that down. My pen fell down earlier. Okay. Enough already. Tote bag. Now, if I lose this piece of paper, word. I make so many notes like this, and I just have like a pile of them, and I'm like, all right, all those commissions are on that stack of paper. And I remember, I'm like, all right, I remember I wrote the scorpion is on that thing, and I highlighted it with orange. All right, there it is. Oh, I didn't write down their email. All right, their Facebook name is this. All right, now I have to go through all the messages. I'm like, all right, is this guy? Nope, no, not that Brandon or whoever it is, right? Is it this Brandon? Yeah. Oh no, maybe it was Brad. And I'm like, looking for all the Brads. I'm like, yes, there he is. Hey, what's your email? I'm gonna send you an invoice. When I finally get to the commissions. Um, Anyway, I'm gonna go back here and see what you guys said about that. By all means, use it to best help you create more art. Do what you want. The shop is more urgent, so do that. It is your money. The thing is, yes, it is my money because when you give it to me, it becomes mine. But the thing is that I said that I would use it for that, and I would feel like a shithead if I was just like, suckers, I'm gonna use it for this because I said I was going to use it for that. It's kind of because I'm in a way asking for help. I'm not really because I'm still providing you with a product, but it does help me because the wood is useless. It's basically firewood, and I'm not really giving you a fantastic piece of art in exchange for your $10. You know what I'm saying? So it just it would feel I would feel awful if I was just like not building the deck, got the 8 grand, gonna do something else. And I'm totally not expecting to make $8,000 off of this. Although maybe. Now, I hope this doesn't make me sound like an ass, but since I've already started saying this, it'll be weird if I don't finish. I should think more in my head instead of out loud. But the amount of people who said they wanted this hat compared to the amount of people who actually bought it, there's a huge gap. So I spent a lot of money getting this hat and only sold well, I didn't order too many. I ordered the amount that I wanted, but there was like 200 people who wanted one, and I sold like 40 something of them. So that's the thing that, I'm not relying on you guys exactly. I really hope this doesn't make me sound like an asshole because that's not the intention. Uh, so I kind of like try to work in my mind how is actually going to work if I commit to something. You know what I'm saying? So when I commit to something, I keep my end of the bargain because I'm the one providing the product. And if I were to just not build a deck and I've already sold, say, 500 Hank's planks, I doubt I'll sell that many, but let's say I do. And then people are like, yo, where's your deck? There's no video about your deck and it's not in your vlogs, but suddenly your shop is up. I would just feel like a big jerk. So that's that whole thing. Enough already would be a good saying on Hank's planks. Yeah. Do the work that needs to be done on the shop. You need your shop. All right. We the viewers would benefit more from the shop than deck. Yeah, I'm not saying ain't nothing special, and he's the kind of creator that will never have any issues with YouTube. He just got the whole package for success. You feel me? See this Zero M guy? Just the nicest troll in the world. The shop helps career more. The money should go there. Do the shop because it is so important to you. Yup. Yeah, I like to see people like this early on before the glow up. You need the shop for your work. I am sure your wife wants the deck. She does want the deck, but I want the deck too. My wife is on my team. You know what I'm saying? She's like my queen. When I say that she's my queen, I'm not saying that to be cute. I guess I am kind of, but that woman is amazing. There's there's a long story to us, and it's not ended, and I'm glad it hasn't because I love her to death. The deck will come eventually, though. Uh, I will be able to make more money in my real life if I have the shop because I get some strange commissions, where someone will be like, yo, can you make me a picnic table, but I want it to be like a fire breathing dragon or something? And I'm like, word, let's do this. That would be sick. That's actually not an example of something I've built. That's just an example of how crazy some of the what would you call that? The requests are. I guess you could call it a request. Um, so Brian says that I should do the deck, but everyone else so far So far, most people are saying do whatever you want. So I really appreciate you guys. Uh, it will help with deck. Yeah, bro, your money is your business, and you never know what's going to happen. You might have to use it for medical reasons or something way more important. Well, I'm Canadian, and so therefore I live in Canada. We don't have to pay for our medical stuff. Well, it's not free. You pay for it in your taxes, although you don't really notice it. Uh, but yeah, I can just yeah. I've been in the hospital a few times. Carbon monoxide poisoning. Don't ever get that. That sucks. I had it twice. Uh, I had it bad twice. So that would have cost a lot if I lived in the States, I imagine. Also broke my shoulder, this one. In the scapula though. Weird break. Uh, a couple other times for other dumb things. Uh, Rosaline, Rosalinda says hi. Hello. We're giving you permission. We know how important the shop is to your livelihood, so go for it. All right, guys. I think I'm going to do that. Uh, we haven't bought anything yet. We are informed now of purpose. Go for it. Yeah, word. You guys haven't bought it yet, but I just wanted to like say that before and be like, as everyone's like emailing me to get their plank, and then I just go, by the way, it's not going to the deck. It's going to the shop. Uh, but you guys are awesome. If you took the money and did not do Hank's planks, that would be wrong. But you will do the planks, so no big. Oh, word. No, definitely. I'm going to do them. If for any reason I didn't do something or didn't complete a commission or something, I would just give the money back. Usually, I don't even take a down payment unless it's for something that's like $2,000 or more or something like that. If it's less than $1,000, I almost never take a down payment unless the person seems like they're gonna flake, and then I will know if they're serious about their commission or not. Because it sucks if you paint something or build something that you don't think you're going to be able to sell to anyone else, and then they just decide not to buy it, or just flake for whatever reason. But if it's over $1,000, usually I will take some sort of money, and if for whatever reason I don't complete it or it's taking forever, I usually just email back and I'm like, yo, whatever's happening, tell them the story, and then I offer their money back. Same goes for my real life business that I used to do, like the contracting. If someone wasn't happy with my work, which barely ever happened, it happened two times. I gave them back their money, and that was that. And then they were like, "Oh, actually, you're awesome. Can you just fix this little bit that I wasn't happy with?" And that's happened both times. So, which one time was totally not my fault. It was another contractor's fault. They had another contractor go in there and tell them that it was uh, the other contractor who did stuff after me who kind of screwed things up. And then, but I did have two things in that I'm thinking of that I was taping it, that I kind of did a sloppy job on one little part because I actually forgot about it. It was just something that I missed, and sometimes that happens. But the point is that I don't steal, and I never will. Oh, I thought that was a mosquito. It's just a little tiny moth. He's cool. We release you from your former commitment and respect your need for the shop work. Since putting ads on your videos, has it helped you get extra cash or not yet? Just curious about how that works. Yeah, I have gotten a little money, but here's the thing about ads. You got to watch the whole thing for you to make more money. So if the ad is, say, 15 seconds long, but you can skip it at 5 seconds, like you don't get paid for that other 10 seconds, right? So, and I will never ask anyone to not skip ads because ads are freaking annoying. Uh, since becoming someone who puts ads on their videos, I try to watch all the ads on every video I watch, except for music, because I'm like, nah, I just want to hear the song. Uh, but yeah, it does pay a decent amount, I guess, sort of. Not really. It's bonus money, I guess you could say, right? It's definitely not something you can live on. Uh, oh, maybe you could if you were single and didn't have a house. I don't know. Uh, but as like time goes on, I'm sure the more views and stuff, the better. But my viewership has gone down to about a third of what it used to be. So there's that. That doesn't help. There's just a different. There's all sorts of different factors that go into it. So, you know, it does help, I guess, but it's not something that I'm like looking on every day and being like, yeah, I don't have to go to work, don't have to do anything. No, it's not. It's not that much. Uh, but I do appreciate you guys with that. Also, I just want some people complain about how many ads are on a video. I don't actually. Uh, well, no, I do choose how many ads go on a video, but I click on the. There's an option for you to say, um, where someone will say, uh, what would you say? You have okay. You have like three options where it says ad before, ad during, ad after. If you put during, then it'll just pick. So say I have a hour long vlog, right? So you guys have seen the last one. It was like 58 minutes or something like that. So it put on like 12 ads. And I was like, what? That's way too many ads. And now I think it has 5 ads. So I took a whole bunch out because I was like, that is annoying. Having 5 ads is annoying, but 12 ads is ridiculous. So I took a whole bunch out because that's stupid. And then I try to place them in the videos. Like sometimes I'll watch like because it puts it in breaks in the video, but I try to put it like say if the day is ending in the story, right? The day is ending, and then the next shot is me in the morning. I'll put the ad right there so that the interruption comes where there would be a break in real life, say. So that's where I try to. That's why some of the ads are closer together and then some are further apart. It's because I just move it to where I think it makes more sense to have one. Does that make sense? Dave, the new subscriber, I think. You got a plan yet? Blueprints? I can help you there. Are you talking about for the shop? So I actually already have the building. The building is just a four. It's a four-door garage, but it can fit 5 cars. So it's a 4-car garage, let's say. Uh, but the thing that I have an issue with is that the bottom plate is rotted because the ground on the back of the garage is higher than the wall and there's no siding or anything there and it's not treated. Back when this garage was built, I guess it wasn't code to use treated lumber for your bottom plates for a garage. That's kind of weird because nowadays it is, um, at least here. Uh, so I had to replace a lot of the bottom plate. I had to pull all the ground away, replace the bottom plate, replace several studs, do the drywall. Uh, I will probably do wood in certain parts, like sheets of plywood, because I don't want to tape the whole garage. And then I'm going to build a clean space in the garage, so it'll be like a studio for my painting and stuff. This is my old studio. If you follow me on Instagram, at my hands gallery or at Ujitat, you may have seen like a whole bunch of pictures of me just working in one space, which was a spray booth. And I would have the painting on one end, the woodworking and welding and stuff on the other end. Then I had a dartboard and I had a ping pong table at one point and a rock climbing wall and stuff in there. It all gets dirty, so if I want to weld or something, I have to put all the painting stuff away or else it gets all dirty. Although sometimes I left it out for pictures just because it was more interesting to keep in pictures, but then I'd have to cover it up, stuff like that. In this shop, I want to have it separate, so I want to have a wall built and then I guess 2 walls built. And then eventually I would like to put an upstairs in that section, a spirally staircase or something like that. And then like a fireman pole or something coming down or something. See, that's part of the dream though. That's not a necessity, so I'm not exactly gonna do that, but I gotta think ahead. So I gotta beef up the wall there and stuff. So I have to have 2x6 wall, and then I have to have probably the foundation. I might have to put piles in there or something like that, or just put more concrete or something for better footing, stuff like that. Uh, I hope you were talking about that, Dave. I'm not sure. And then you said, "Whoa, wait, dude. The cost you pay outside of the free healthcare can get you broke real quick." Oh yeah, word. No, I get it. But a lot of things. I don't know. I live in Alberta too, which is probably has the best healthcare because we have the Alberta Blue Cross. I didn't realize how far back in the comments I was. Uh, Colin Wilson has a deal for me. Where's Colin Wilson? I'm going back. I'm trying to find him. I can give you a wicked price for the deck and shop. Wait, are you the guy who already contacted me? Okay, Colin, if you're still on, I'm gonna scroll down to the bottom of the comments. Actually, I have you over here on this one. Did you already contact me about the deck material? I'm gonna wait for your comment here. Uh, hopefully, while I'm waiting here, I'm going to get here. Let's just say this, Colin. I'm not sure if it was you. I think it was you. Uh, oh, maybe you're not on anymore. But I talked to the guy who's gonna help me with the deck. He's getting me a list, and he's gotten it to me. But I forgot your how you contacted me, if it was you, if it was on Facebook or email. So if you could just message me again and I'll get you the list. Or if it was on Instagram. I couldn't find you, so I couldn't give you the list of material. If that was you, it may have been someone else. Colin said it's him. Jeez, I missed you. Uh, oh, yes, that's me. Okay. Okay. Could you message me again the same way that you already messaged me, and then I'll get you the list? I super appreciate that. That's super awesome. Uh, if your price is better than the price that we already have, which I don't even know what it is because I didn't ask what it was, but then we'll definitely use you. I can use all the help I can get right now. That would be super wicked. I really appreciate you reaching out like that. Uh, wow, the internet is cool, bro. Dave, not as bad as thousands for an extra you don't need. Get your shop in order so you can focus on more of your art. How how's Willie coming along? Willie, the painting? My brother? The drawing? Well, the drawing was just a scribble, and it looks okay. The painting, I am going to do that probably. The art walk is coming up, so I want to have new paintings for that. So I'll probably do Willie Nelson painting. If you're talking about my brother, I don't know exactly what you're talking about. But yeah, Greg says, "What did I miss?" I don't even know. Oh, okay, so Dave is Canadian. Okay. If you build a solid deck, it will literally support you. Yep. Put your dog's paw print on a mug. I don't know how I would do that. I guess, yeah, I guess I could like take a picture of it and then upload that as a JPEG and put it on there. That's what I did with the I Heart Ushitat mug. I just took a first I tried to scan it, but the scan didn't come out nice and bright. It looked super gray. So then I took a picture of it and then uploaded that. I hope those mugs come out good. I hope the quality is good. I don't know if it tricks you into saying it's good, like on the computer. It's like, oh yeah, it's good, because it tells you like it's good image or whatever. And then sometimes it'll say, no, not a good image because it's blurry or whatever reason. So I hope those come out good. But the paw print, maybe I will do that. Let's look at the ad. I've heard that if you watch 15 seconds of ad, you get paid the whole amount. Oh, really? Yeah. Also, I don't get to choose what ads go on there. Like, some people are like, I can't believe you put an ad of this. And I'm like, I didn't know there was an ad of that because I don't watch my own videos. And I don't think the ads are targeted the same way for every person who watches them. And some people still don't get any ads. So if you're one of those lucky people, that's cool. People will complain no matter what you make. Content you deserve to put ads on. It's all good. Yeah, but 12 ads? That was a ridiculous amount of ads. For an hour long, like how many would that be? I can't remember how many, if it was 12 exactly. It was just, there was like yellow, 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 yellow. And I was like, what the heck? That's stupid. So I just take some of the ads out. If I think there's too many, I don't want anyone getting annoyed and then unsubscribing because of ads. I know that happened to a couple people, and there's a couple trolls on here that bug certain people. And the reason why I don't block them is because it's kind of weird to do that, and they're still a view, and they're still commenting, so that's still good for me. Like there's that one girl who's kind of a Let's call her a B. I think it's a girl or a lady, where she'll comment almost on every video and then be like she says that my rooster is sucks or whatever, or she said it was hideous, and I was like, what? What are you talking about? No, it's not. But you get all sorts of people. Trolls don't really bother me. What bothers me a little bit, but not really, is the people who are like they're sincere in what they say. They're not just making it up to get a reaction. They're sincere where they're like, "You don't know what you're doing. That looks like crap. I would never do that, and neither would anyone else who knows what they're doing." And I'm like, "What are you talking about? I do know what I'm doing. I do this for a living, or used to do this for a living, depending on what it is, and I like it. So get over yourself." I don't understand that stuff at all. Treated for sub is code here too. Okay, well, I'm not sure where you are. I think you've already just said, but I don't remember. But yeah, I don't know why they didn't use treated here. I don't know how old the garage is. It's actually two garage pads that were poured right next to each other, and a wall is taken out. You can kind of see where the wall used to be, and you can see where the pad is compared to the old pad. But for whatever reason, they didn't use treated lumber on the bottom. Or if they did, wow, did this have a hard time holding up to the elements? Because I know treated lumber will rot eventually, but it takes forever and it takes a lot. So I don't understand what happened here because it's not good. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. Sorry if I missed your comment. Uh, Thanks to Josh Almighty. Josh bless you. I write for a living on a website. The criticism is just part of the gig. You develop a thick skin. Oh, word, totally. Yeah, no, I'm not saying that I'm complaining. I'm not complaining. I appreciate any comment because the comment is good. And if it's criticism that's constructive, you can always learn, right? So if I do something that's not, uh, say, up to code somewhere, or if it's not done properly, or is not going to withstand some sort of treatment to it, uh, uh, I want to know how to correct it. But if someone's being like, man, look at this noob, it doesn't even know that you have to, whatever, like I like to learn stuff, right? So people ask me how I know so much stuff while being also pretty young. And it's because I make an effort to learn how to do stuff. And that doesn't mean that I'm practiced in it. So if I know how to do something uh, in what would you say, in theory, doesn't necessarily mean I know how to do it in practice, but I get the gist, and then sometimes that's enough for me to give it a go. So yeah, that's how I try to, tackle certain, like the tile. I've done tile before, but I've only done it as a helper. I did my bathroom. I hired Clint, if you guys remember Clint, which you guys should follow his channel. Uh, I forget what it's called though. I think it's called Clint Carlson, I think. But you should follow him because he's started doing vlogs now. But he helped me understand more about the tile, right? Because I could ask real questions, like in real time. I could be like, okay, what about this? What about that? What about? And then I decided to tile my floor myself with those hexagon tiles, which, dang, those are more difficult than square ones because there's like so many more points that you have to try to keep, you know, looking good. They mean and nasty online, but when it comes down to the actual work and they get on my crew, they don't know mean and nasty until they meet me. Well, when I was a boss man, I hope I was never mean, but sometimes you get frustrated with people when they lack any ambition where they're like they don't care because they're getting paid. So there's like certain times where you have an employee, they work by the hour, they're so slow. But if they do piecework, they're quick, you know? I hated that. So I would be like, all right, it's all piecework now. So I'd be like, all right, we're gonna board this. You get $500 if you can, if when we finish this. So they'd be like, all right. So instead of taking like, like say 12 hours to do something, they would take like 7 hours, right? So you just trim so much time off because they're trying to make as much money per hour as possible. But if I'm like, all right, you're making $25 an hour to do this, they're like, all right, this is going to take me 25 hours. then you don't make any money because you're paying some ass to do the work, and I just can't stand that. I would never do that to someone, so I don't really get the mentality exactly, but I do understand that people sometimes take advantage because I don't know, they don't value someone else's time or money as much. But no, I totally get it. This is kind of like being on CB. I don't know what that means. Alex had trouble with the hexagon backslash at Potter's house too. Yeah, but his were on a like a whatever you call on that netting stuff on the fiberglass or whatever it's called, right? They were like sheets of it. They weren't individual pieces. Um, Mine were individual. So his, I don't understand why he had trouble with that. I actually don't know, but because I wasn't there when he was putting it on. All I know is what I did. Chakota did most of it, but I helped Chakota finish it off, and that was not hard at all. So I don't know, just certain things I guess to get frustrating after a while, but Alex did do most of it, so I don't know. I don't know. I worked at a vineyard, and some of the guys put their would just go to sleep under a big tarp. Yeah, see, that's ridiculous. Are you hiring a designer in Canada? Am I hiring a designer? For what? I'm not sure what you're talking about. I didn't hire a designer for anything. So no, I guess would be the easy answer, but I don't know what you're talking about. Hang some of your art on the wall behind you during streams. Two-in-one decoration advertising. All right, I'll be right back. I got this skull from I think a friend. I don't remember. But I thought it was cool because it's missing half of his face. Okay, 1 second. This is not going to hang very good because I only have one screw in the wall, but it's going to hang a little crooked. Ah, and then you can't even see it because I'm in front of it. I'm almost done this piece. That looks terrible because it's crooked. I'm going to take that down. Uh, Hang some of your art. Oh, okay, I just already read that. I can't stand having to work with people who clearly don't care. Yeah, excuse me, that is annoying. Why don't you stream to Twitch? Uh, I don't know. I guess because I'm streaming here. I guess. Apple isn't doing very well these days. Too many new connectors and new formats. What? Did we talk about Apple? Maybe someone else did. I don't know what you're talking about. Uh, I've been eating a lot of bananas, though, for real. No question here, but really respect your humility, Josh, and that you are now understanding that accepting a gift from others, P.O. Box, rather than refusing it is a good thing. It's just a little awkward, because I'm like, I'm like doing my real life on video, and then someone's like, "Hey, I should send that guy something," and then I'm like, "What? Why? For what? What are you sending? I don't even know what's going on." Don't change platform. I don't think I'm going to. I don't know why I would. If you're watching me here, why would I stream on Twitch? Like, what's better about Twitch? I don't get it. It can get easier. Lots of YouTubers do it. I know that. Oh, what's his name? I forget what his name is now. The I like to make stuff. Bob Claggett. I know he does stuff on Twitch. Or at least he says he does. I've never watched something on it, but anyways, I'm a floral designer and woman. I worked with got dumber the longer she worked there. After a year, she still didn't know what our most popular design was. Oh, okay. I'm talking about opening mail, not Twitch. What? No, I know you're talking about mail. Yeah. It is a viewer's way to say thank you. Words. I'm missing the front couple on the top. What? Will has the same surname as my mother. I need to contact him. How? Tony. It's Tony. Why don't you email? Why don't you get him on Facebook? Casper's Creations. KAZPERZ dot, or that's on Instagram, dot KREATIONZ. I'm not sure what you're talking about, his surname. Obviously his last name, but I know that he uses two at times. I don't know, he has two that both start with W. So there's that. I don't know. Gotta run, but enjoy watching your chats. Good night, Josh. See you, Linda. Thank you. Al Arevalo says, shout from the Philippines. I love you. Notice me. Yeah, Emily Olson says Casper's Creations. That's him. So you can contact him there. Are you ever going to let us see your finished front door? We've been waiting such a long time. It's right there. I wanted to show it in a build video, which is why I'm not showing it. So if you're watching the vlogs, every once in a while you'll see a sneak peek of it, but I'll show it in the build video. But I want to do the commentary with my grandfather, and we don't live close to each other, and I want to do it while sitting next to him so that we can play off each other while we're doing it. So yeah. I'll be sending you a picture of Jeff Buckley soon. Who the heck is Jeff Buckley? If you need a Canadian designer, I don't need a designer. Are you asking me to hire you? Well, I definitely can't pay you. So I don't think you want to work for me. What? When you and Dakota do joshing with Dakota, tell how you got carbon monoxide poisoning 2 times. Yeah, we probably will do that. But his name is Jakota with a J. How is Gramps? Gramps is good. I talked to him this AM actually. He actually woke me up. I was sleeping and I fell asleep on the couch because I was watching Friends last night. And I wake up and I thought it was still night because I was getting a phone call and I fell asleep probably around like 11 or something, maybe like 10:30 or something like that. So I thought someone was calling me at like, because it's the weekend, so I thought someone was calling me late. I like answered the phone and it's light outside, and I was like, man, it was almost dark. This doesn't make any sense. I'm like, hello, and he's like, you're still sleeping, and I was like, look at it, it's Gramps, and I was like, oh, yeah, I am still sleeping. What time is it? And it was like 8 o'clock. I was like, what? It's 8 o'clock already? But yeah. Lori says they're late. What will Hank's planks look like? So Hank's planks are going to be a piece of wood that's going to be square. Right? It's going to be a small one, and it's going to have his paw print on it. And then that's it. Or I might make it say Hank's planks as well. But that's only if there's room on it. So it's going to be a piece of wood. Let's like 5.5 by 5.5. It's going to be a 2x6, which most of them are about 5.5 inches or so. Depending on, like, now they're going down to like 5.25. I don't understand why wood is getting worse and worse. Like a 2x6 used to be 2x6, and then it was 1.75 by 5.75. Then it went down to 1.5 by 5.5, and now it's 1.5 by 5.25 a lot of the time. It's like, what are you talking about? This is basically a 2x5 now. What is this garbage? This I believe is 1.5 by 5.5, but I'm going to resaw it all so that it becomes what would that be? 5/8 by 5.5 by 5.5, something like that. Notice the tattoo on your finger. This is I don't wear a wedding ring anymore because what was I doing? I think I was doing something, lifting something. I think I was doing some contract work. Anyways, my wedding ring basically just rubbed my skin off right in the webbing, and then I decided to get a tattoo instead of a wedding ring. And it's a heart, by the way. Let's see if I can show that. It's not really focusing, but I hope you can. Maybe if I can. There we go. That looks better. How long have I lived in my house? I think 4 months, something like that. Guys like Josh are themselves hustling art design, so probably not. What's her name, Judy? What? Hi, Josh and everyone. Greetings from the Lake District, UK. Hello, Sarah. Thanks for being here. We're kind of just chatting at this point. Uh, Big enough for a paw print, lol. Yeah, it's gonna be big enough for a paw print. His paws are pretty big, but it should be fine. They're not like bear paws or anything. Just like bags of chips. Bag size is the same, but the ounces are shrinking. Oh, I didn't know that. Lots of construction people don't wear their rings. Yeah, or they wear like rubber rings. Uh, I knew what it was right away. It's a nice looking tat for its size. Thank you. Oh, when you guys were watching the other day, when me and Dakota were doing that show that we're doing, which we're gonna do on that separate channel there, just Josh and with Dakota, the thing that walked by was a deer. So we just watched it back on the like we have a what do you call them, game cameras? They're kind of like security cameras, I guess, but they're like camouflage or whatever. But anyways, there was a deer that walked by, and I thought it was a person, but just the way that the light shined off of it, it looked like a person, but it was a deer. Uh, and oh, here's a bummer. So you know how we got these chickens? Someone asked about the chickens. A fox got two of them. He actually got three of them, but uh, I caught him, I guess you could say, and so he didn't actually get the third one. So that was a bummer. And we saw him today. So was it yesterday or 2 days ago? Hank, I let him outside on the deck, right? And he's chilling. And then this fox comes back and he comes around. And I don't see this because I'm inside, I'm upstairs in my house vacuuming. And I'm vacuuming, right? And then I hear the door open because our door has like it doesn't have like a traditional latch. It has a different type of latch and you can just push it open if it's not locked. So he he somehow pushes the door open, sprints off the deck, and then I'm like, what the heck was that? And I look out the window, and these two orange streaks, like, vroom, vroom, and he almost got him, but not quite. So, yeah, that's the news about the chicken. So he got two of them, unfortunately. Came back for the other two because we had them just wandering around, just being free, and then that wasn't a good idea, I guess. We didn't know that the fox was going to be around. Well, I mean, how do you know, right? We did hear a fox a few months ago, like no, about a month ago, let's say. So I guess we could have guessed, but we hadn't seen him, so I don't know. But we saw him today. We were just walking before supper. If you follow my Instagram, the Ushitat Instagram, and in my story, you can see me walking in our trail. That was on the way back, but we saw him, and we have Duke right now as well, the other dog that you sometimes see in my vlogs. And I was like, man, Duke would totally catch this fox. But it's also kind of sad. You don't want to really just have animals kill each other. So like, it's not like I was gonna be like, go get him. But yeah, it's a big fox too. It's not like one of those little ones, you know. Uh, it's like a dog-sized fox. It looks like a coyote almost. It's just orange. Um, yeah. But we still have the two chickens, and still gonna build a bigger coop for them, and we'll get more chickens next year, I think. We don't have a rooster, or unless you're talking about the metal rooster. No, the rooster is actually it's actually right here. I'm sending that out tomorrow to get crated. So I had to wait. The shipping company I'm using, they're making a crate for it and stuff. They had to get materials and stuff, so they said bring it on Monday. So I'm gonna bring it on Monday, which is tomorrow. It's right here. And at the same time, I'm gonna get this painting uh, scanned because it's really close by to it, and I'm going to finish that. I'm gonna finish that up tonight so that I can scan it tomorrow. Um, yeah. Don't the chickens go in somewhere to roost for night? Yeah, they do, but this wasn't at night. This was during the day. Can you set traps? Yeah, I'm allowed to set traps, but uh, this is a no poaching zone, so you can't do anything. You can't kill an animal. Uh, you can't hunt an animal out of season. So that means no poaching zone means that you can't kill anything for sport or for any reason except for to save your livestock and yourself. And so it would have to be going after the chickens physically for me to kill it, and I don't really want to kill it anyways. Um, but for trapping, I don't exactly know what the rules are on that. I don't know. We have lots of coyotes here in the lower mainland of BC. We have a lot of coyotes here too. But coyotes are like we had a coyote den in our land. Like before we bought this place, we've already known about it. But we walked the land and we were walking, talking, and all these coyotes, like seven of them, just get up, look at us, and then book it. Like in the back streets. If you watch my vlog, if you saw me walking in the back there with Clint and I found that antler shed, that deer shed, in that area, the grass gets really long, especially like right now, it's really long there. All these coyotes were chilling there, and then they gone. They don't. They're not there anymore because there's too much activity here now. So, uh, maybe the fox has a family to feed. The food chain is real. Yeah, exactly. So you think about that too, right? And if I were to trap the fox, I would just let him go further out. I wouldn't. I mean, he would probably come back though. I wouldn't kill him. Also, you can call Fish and Wildlife, and they'll release it somewhere else too, for you if you want. So there's that option. Were there feathers everywhere? You know what? Funny enough, there was no feathers anywhere. I'm not sure where he got them. The one chicken that he almost got, the third one, she had some feathers, a little bit of feathers somewhere, but she was fine. And that's the one we named Sunny. I thought she was dead. I see her. I'm like, ah, damn it. He got one of them. Pick her up. And then I couldn't find the other three. And I was like, what the heck? I'm looking around. I looked everywhere. Like we have a decent amount of land here, so I'm like going down into the trees, going near the pond, and there's mad mosquitoes, and I'm getting bit left, right, and center, and I'm like, yo, this is not good. Where are these birds? These mosquitoes suck. Then I'm looking in the back 40 in tall grass, can't find them. I look on the trail. I look in the neighbor's yard. And I'm like, I didn't go in his yard, but I'm like scanning it, just looking around for it. And I'm like, all right, he got him. He took him somewhere. I don't know. Then later, one of our other chickens, which one was it? I think we named her Polly. Hey Ash, what was that one chicken's name? The other black one? Henrietta. Sorry, Polly was the mean one. Henrietta. She just came back hours later, and we're like, oh, Henrietta's here. And then we're like, maybe the other two survived too. I don't know. But I was like, he must have gone at least one of them. But the other two didn't come back, so they're gone. You can get younger chickens that will be better layers. These chickens lay every day, so they're still good. Uh, Hawks are scary. They can gouge your eyes out and stuff. Yo, we have a hawk here, 0M. Well, we have a couple hawks. I mean, there are hawks everywhere, but we have one specific to here, this area. And there's all these crows that have a nest here, and they're always dive bombing it, trying to get it out of here. Um, does your neighbor have a bobcat? Like a skid steer you're talking about? Like a tractor thing? No, he does not. Does he have the cat though, like an actual bobcat? Yeah, he has a bobcat. But it's a pet that he keeps inside. He doesn't let it out because it's dangerous for people. So if you're talking about that, so that he can get the fox, good idea, but probably not something that I can ask him to do because he doesn't want to lose it, and also it's illegal to own a bobcat. So obviously the story is just made up just for jokes. I knew what you meant. Skid steer, he doesn't have one. He has a tractor though that has a bucket on it, but I'm not sure why you're asking. But yes, he does have one. Crows are smart. They did a study where they could demonstrate crows recognizing people's faces and passing that information somehow to their young. Yo, I knew that. My mom feeds crows. Yeah, I think crows. And they know her. They're like, yo, this lady's safe. And they like go up to her and they're like, yeah, this lady's just going to be giving us food. It's kind of cool. But then she's like, damn it, I got all these crows chasing away all these little pretty birds. So, I mean, whatever. You win some, you lose some. Got me. You guys fell for that. Uh, uh, I saw that the handlers put weird masks on. What do they actually? Give your hens cayenne pepper to start them really laying well. Really? Well, I don't know about that, but maybe. I don't know. They lay every day, so they're fine. I mean, we can only eat so many eggs. They're pretty good though. So there's that. Does anyone have any other questions? What how much we've been on here for an hour and 42 minutes now? Um, well, I own a wolf hybrid, which is illegal, so yes, I believe that. Oh, we were thinking about getting a wolf. They're not illegal here. No, oh, not a wolf, but like a cross with a German Shepherd. Uh, uh, we were gonna we were thinking about getting one, but their prey drive is super high, so we were like, maybe not, because we want other animals too, and it would suck to like if it killed everything. So then we got Hank, who also has a high prey drive, and we're like, no, and what? But he's a good dog. He's super protective, and yeah, he does not. He doesn't really give warnings exactly. So if you're a client, whoever comes to my house, do not try to pet him because he will bite your hand off. Also, don't get out of your car if he's outside barking at you. Some people are like, "Oh, I know dogs. He's fine," and I'm like, "No, dude, he's not fine." But he's a good dog once you know him. Once he knows you, then he's just like, "Yo, hey, it's what's his name? Whoever it is." Like Clint, he did not like Clint at first, but then after a while, he was fine. The oldest left my something on a wire out our back door. They recognize you and watches when the cat leaves the yard. Gotta go. Good night, all. We'll check out Teespring tomorrow. Thank you, Patricia. I appreciate that. I have wolf dogs with other dogs and cats. Been raising them for years. Well, then I guess it depends. I don't know. We were told that they have a terrible prey drive where they will just kill everything, and we're not we're not really into having our dog kill everything, so we didn't get one. Okay, sounds good. Excited about Teespring. So happy. I'm glad, guys. I was kind of nervous about doing the Teespring thing, so I was like, I don't know if I should do it because I said I was gonna do it, blah. But I was like, man, people are gonna not gonna wait forever. They're gonna get well, maybe they would have. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Uh, Samsung or Apple? Someone said. Well, I used to have a Samsung. Well, I have a Samsung right here, but check this out. All sorts of paint. Uh, Samsung is, I think, the superior product, but Apple has better marketing, so whatever. But this phone here is not a Samsung. This is a Huawei or whatever you call it. Someone says, any news about Alex's new store? Uh, I don't know. Did he mention something? Maybe I missed the video or something. I don't know. Uh, Take some weight off your shoulders having Teespring. Word, it totally does. Like, I was like, man, because I was trying to think. I'm like crunching numbers. I'm like, yo, I'm like, okay, so if I don't eat for like 3 months and I never wash my car and don't get gas, I might be able to get like 200 shirts. All right, yeah, I could swing that. No, I actually wasn't worried like that, but it is expensive to have all that kind of merch, right? There's nothing backing you, right? And like, I don't have credit cards. I pay for everything cash. So it's like, all right, I can open up my other mattress and then pay for some shirts, or I can just do Teespring and it'll be easier. And when I say other mattress, I don't actually have a mattress full of cash. That would be dope if I did. That'd be gangster as hell. But no, I don't have any. I don't have any money right now. But I will soon, hopefully. I have a couple things on the go. Um, but yeah, I missed the auction update. Uh, what? Oh, maybe you're talking about Alex. Oh, I was watching that. Um, Alex is hoping you will help. Oh, I will help him if he has the story. If he gets it, whatever that story is, for sure. I'm totally down. I like working for him. And the thing about Alex is he's not like you work for me. He's like, yo, you work with me. You know, he's kind of it's like a partnership almost because he's like, dude, I don't know. He's so kind. Uh, I've actually ordered from Teespring and they have quality stuff. All right. I picked the highest quality stuff and the prices, I just kept the prices the same as what they suggest. Um, because I didn't want to upset the balance of how things go. I didn't want things to get like if I made it cheaper or something like that. I didn't want to like forget to make another product that's similar, that same price. So people are like, "Why is this price?" But to get the black one, it's $5 more. But to get the copper one, it's cheaper or whatever. You know, whatever reason. Because I have four logos. They're the same logo, but there's four different colors. So there's Team Black logo. There's Team teal logo, Team Copper logo, and Team White logo. And then there's the mug, which is the anomaly in the group of stuff. But yeah, do they make you batch orders or can you place orders based on demand? On Teespring, they print per order. Like so, I don't have any overhead with them. They just take it, the order, and then print it as they go. That company is awesome, and they're partnered with YouTube, so I'll have like a dashboard underneath. It's like I think you said that you do content here on YouTube, so yo, if you have like a following that wants to buy your name for whatever reason, like I don't understand that, but I'm super grateful. But yeah, just get Teespring, and then it'll give you an option to link it to your YouTube. If you I think you have to have 10,000 subscribers or more. So I'm not sure how that works exactly, but then you might have 1 million subscribers. I have no idea. I should check out your channel, but I'm going to forget. I know I am. So, uh, Dave, let me see if I'm gonna write your name down. Dave Crow Chin. Dave Krochinski. Uh, but if you do merch, you just said that you do it for fun, no merch. But if you do it through Teespring because they partner with YouTube, which makes it easier for like the advertising I get. Um, Good pronunciation, maybe. Are you Polish? Maybe. I don't know. Your last name SKI sounds Polish, but I'm not exactly worldly. I don't know everything about everywhere, so you might be. I don't know. It'd be hilarious if you're like, "No, man, I'm West African." Um, yeah. Ah, that was a good one. Got my knuckle. I must have a sliver in it because it kind of hurt. Does anyone have any other questions for me? Do they take a lot off the top, or do you get a good amount? I actually don't know how much they take off. It's kind of. I don't know. You make a decent amount. Like, say something costs $25. I think you make like 13 of the dollars, something like that. I think it might be 50-50 ish. Uh, they say half of you say Polish, half of you say Ukrainian. I was gonna say Polish or Ukrainian, because like I know all about. Well, I don't know all about it, but my wife is Polish. She's not like Polish Polish. She wasn't born in Poland. She's Canadian, but her family is Polish. But I believe also part of her family is Ukrainian. I think, and then there's some Jewishness in there somewhere. I don't know. So yeah, all I know is they got uh, at least one good-looking woman. uh, the chicken yard may need a wire roof as well as a fox coyote proof fence. Yo, I wanted it to have like 15-foot walls. I thought that would be cool, but actually, it's like I don't want it to look like a prison yard. But I thought it would look cool. And I was like, yeah, we could have like a guard tower. It'd be awesome. When you open the door, it's like, and then it opens. But no. I guess Alex will give us an update soon if the auction is finished. Hope he done well so he can get his new store. Word. I hope he done well too so he gets his new store. I know that the stuff went for like a fraction of what it's worth, so I'm not sure if he made a whole bunch, but if he's happy, then that's good. Uh, do you know where your viewers are from? If so, where? I know where some of them are from. Lots of them are American, some of them are Canadian, some are Australian. I know some are from New Zealand because I sent some art to New Zealand. And yeah, and some are from England. I know that. Someone's from Tasmania. Tasmania, is that how you say that? And then there's a few others, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know where else. Someone's from Korea, I think, but only one person. I think, or is it Korea? Obviously, one person's from the Philippines because they said they're from the Philippines. Any chance of the mug logo on a shirt? I don't know. I don't know how well it'll show up on a shirt. I don't know what the quality will be like. Maybe I will try to order one myself. We'll see. Did your wife complete the 10K run? Yeah, a long time ago. Also, we put the doing the marathon or the half marathon on hold because I can't I can't afford to pay for uh, the registration fee while also still doing. I'm kind of stupid when it comes to doing my renos. I'm like, all right, I have this amount of dollars. I'm gonna spend all that amount of dollars right now so that I can get X done in the house. Like, there's a lot of stuff that you guys don't see in the vlogs that I do because it's not interesting or I don't think it's interesting, so I don't put it in the vlog. The bathroom's kind of interesting, so I have that in the vlog, right? And then the build video are something where I'm like, yo, I'm gonna do the build video based on this or the painting video. That's that, and then you miss out on seeing some of the other costs that go in because it's boring, so you don't see that. So sometimes when it seems like progress is slow, and you're like, when are you gonna get back to the bathroom? It's usually when I have money because everything costs money. Some people just assume that I am somehow wealthy. I don't understand that because I've never said I was wealthy, and I don't think I act like I'm wealthy. I don't waste money, that's for sure. So I don't know. It is what it is. But I forget what your question was. Oh yeah, the 10K run. So I can't afford to do the marathon right now, or the half marathon. I don't think I want to run the marathon. I don't even want to run the half marathon. I just want to see if I can do it. That's all. Uh, the furthest I've ever run is 7 kilometers, I think. We don't know either. My last name was given to us by a Canadian customs agent around 1910 based on what he figured it sounded like. Oh, word. Okay. I get it. I'm from Texas, Ohio, Georgia, Norway, Ohio, UK, Winnipeg, Brazil, Arkansas, Ohio, Iowa, New York, Scotland. Oh, yeah, I knew Scotland. Georgia, Kansas, New York, Vancouver, Miami, Toronto, Arizona, Seattle, New Zealand. Have you finished the front door? Linda Stark, you're back. Are you the same? Oh, you got the cat. Yeah, I did finish it. Kiora, Syracuse. Uh, okay, guys, it's been a slice. We've been on for 2 hours almost. $1.55. So, my birth name is Dude Sixky. Okay, I can't read that. Uh, I'm gonna take off now. Gonna go to what's up? I'm gonna take off now. I'm going to work on this painting. Let me show you one last time. If you want to see the completedness, check out no, not Facebook. It's well, yes, check it on Facebook. The next picture actually you will see, besides the progress picture that I'm going to post tonight, is going to be the finished piece. The what would you call that? The scan of it, which will be on, I don't know. I'm gonna get it's gonna be that. So check me out on Instagram and Facebook at My Hands Gallery, MyHandsGallery. And if you want to see other stuff I'm up to, at Ushitat, at USIHTAT. So I'm gonna go now. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you everyone for those super chats. I really appreciate that, especially now. That's crazy insane that you guys did that, and it couldn't have come at a better time. And as always, I always say I don't expect any of that, but I really appreciate it. You have no idea, and you legit have no idea. I thank you so much. If you would, this is gonna sound like I'm begging, but I don't mean to. But if you could check out the Teespring and see what that's all about, that would be awesome. If there's something on there that you would like to get, that would be so sick. There's more products coming that I have in my mind that I'm going to have myself so I can sign them and all that jazz. So there's that. Look forward to the next live video. I'm also going to be giving away the Alexander Ross painting and some other stuff. Also the Just Joshing with Chakota show. Hopefully that'll be coming up soon. So anyways, see you later guys. Peace. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Every single one of you, including the haters.